what I'm going to show you today is a box set that's been in my collection for 2 whole days. My wonderful partner Annette has gifted me this for my birthday as a celebration for the fact that I'm not quite 100 years, just like this box set celebrates, but I'm kind of getting there. So this is a 30 film set. They're all in 4K Ultra. And it's region A, B, and C, I believe. So those of you who need to know the region things, let's just move this outer cardboard sleeve there. Size-wise, 12 inches, 30 centimeters. It is 9 centimeters depth and 4 inches depth. So it's a bit of a monster box set. So as you can see, this is a pretty solid, outer casing. It's got a raised Warner Brothers shield there, the classic Warner Brothers sign. Who doesn't get excited when they see that? And then what we do here is it opens up. I have to be really careful because the size of this box set compared to the size of the desk that I have to do this video, not a lot of wiggle room. This box set is massive. So it opens up. And then what we have here, I will take a bit of roaming camera just to, so please excuse some of the camera angles. It's this sort of 3 or 4 actually books in here. We'll get to this one and why this is slightly bigger after we've got to these ones. But as you can see, there's 3 volumes, well 4 actually. So it is 1990s to today, 1930s to 1960s, 1970s to 1980s, and then volume 4, the premium extras. Clearly I've opened a set already, which is why these are in the wrong order. My bad. So let me just pop the tripod back down on the table. I was doing a video a minute ago and I moved the box set and knocked it out. So what we'll do is we will take these out for now. So I'm working on minimal space. So please do excuse the shuffling, because what I don't want to do is knock the camera over again. So we'll take these out of the way. And I'll just move the big gold shield out the way, which then gives me a bit more wiggle room. We'll put this premium extras box out the way for now. So what we need to do these in order, don't we? So, book number 1, as you can see, pretty cool. So this is from the 1930s to the 1960s. Now I'm not going to go into huge details about every single film because, as I mentioned, there are 30 movies in this. But what we do get, these are the films that you actually get in this particular volume. Now I know there's going to be a lot of arguments and people go, why is this not included and why is that not included? Warner Brothers have done a lot of movies in the past 100 years. So of course, for every film they included, there will be some people complaining, why is Gremlins not in it? Why is Lethal Weapon not in it? And so on. But let's just celebrate the films that they have got in this set, shall we? So Wizard of Oz, Citizen Kane, Maltese Falcon, which I haven't seen the Maltese Falcon. Casablanca, Singing in the Rain, East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, Rio Bravo, Cool Hand Luke, and 2001 A Space Odyssey. 2001 A Space Odyssey is a film I can appreciate. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm going to have to revisit all of these. So if we open each of these pages, there we go, so it's some nice poster art. And then the films themselves. The discs themselves are in the cardboard sleeves at the back, as you can see. So that's not ideal. But as long as you're careful and you treat these films with love, you will be fine. So we get poster art for each of these titles. Now the question you're probably going to ask, and it's the question I was asking, is, are there any special features on these discs? That is the question. So for each book, as you can see, that's the first book. Very solid, hardback, nice cover. Let's put this under here for now, just to maximize some space. Volume 2, I will get back to the special features thing in a moment, I haven't forgotten. So volume 2, which is Obviously, you can see some of these films that are in here on the cover art. Now, volume 2, you get the following. Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory. That would be a good film, wouldn't it? Willy Wonka and the Charlie... Ugh, why can I not say that? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There you go. That wasn't difficult, was it? The classic Gene Wilder version. Clockwork Orange, Enter the Dragon, The Exorcist. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the theatrical version of The Exorcist. I haven't checked that yet, but I would think it would say the version you've never seen if it was a director's cut. Superman the movie, again, I'm not 100% sure which version that is. I will need to check. I would suspect it is the theatrical. The Shining, again, I need to check whether it's the version, the shorter one or the longer one. Blade Runner, I do know it's the final cut of Blade Runner. That I do know. The Goonies, Beetlejuice, which is a film that I need to revisit because I haven't seen it since it came out, and Tim Burton's Batman. Now we get some nice sort of timeline stuff about when these films came out. We get the poster art, and again we've got the discs in here showing these off beautifully with the poster art. These are quite thick card pages as well. This isn't paper that these are in there. It's quite thickish card. Blade Runner, The Goonies, Beetlejuice, and Batman. So some good inclusions in there. A couple of Tim Burton. So Tim Burton's done himself quite well to end up with 2 films in a 30-film collection. So who did you bribe, Tim? Who did you bribe? This is the next one, volume 3, from the 1990s to today. And here we get Goodfellas, Unforgiven, The Shawshank Redemption, The Matrix, Training Day, Argo, Mad Max Fury Road, which I did watch the other day. That looks amazing in 4K. It, Star is Born, and Elvis. The strange thing about this box set, and the only thing that makes me smile, is the fact that we've got It in here, because that is chapter 1. Where is chapter 2? So those of you who haven't seen any of these films before, you're going to get rather puzzled when you watch It and then find out that chapter 2 isn't in this set. That's the only strange inclusion. So Goodfellas, getting poster art. Discs are housed in here. Training Day and Argo. Not sure whether it's the extended version of Argo or the theatrical version. I would suspect the theatrical version. Mad Max Fury Road and It, chapter 1, Star is Born, and Elvis. Is it too early to include Elvis in a classic collection? I don't know. That's for you to sort of argue amongst yourselves, I guess. So I'm going to put that out of the way. Then I'm going to put the tripod back down again because I'm going to go back to this box. Now what we have here is a thicker box. So there are no movies inside this. These are the extra things that you get within this. So we open it up. We get another little folder, which I shall put to one side. We'll come back to that in a second. And then in here, we get a box of pins. So if you have a look, these are the Warner Brothers logos from throughout the years. So I remember a lot of these. I certainly remember, well, I think I remember most of them other than probably this one. So I'm guessing that's the very early Warner Brothers shield. But I do obviously, of course, remember all the other ones as it's gone through the years. You could take these out, and if you wanted to wear them, not quite sure where you would wear them or why you would. Maybe you would put them all over your jacket and go around Harry Potter World or something in the hope that the Warner Brothers people will give you some extra stuff because you're clearly a Warner Brothers fan. I do want to do the Harry Potter tour at some point. So you get these lovely pins, and this is the final envelope of this. These always make me cringe a little bit, because I never want to rip this, because that would make me sad. So what we get in here is there's a fold-out poster. So getting a camera angle of that is quite tricky because I'm on a limited desk, but it is a film. It is a big poster of all the titles that are actually in this set. So it's a nice little overview. And if you're a crazy obsessive Warner Brothers fan, there we go. You can see all the titles that you get there. So it is, yep, It Chapter 1, which is unusual. That's the puzzler of the set, is including Chapter 1 but not Chapter 2. But that's fine. And then we have in here, we have a nice book which obviously tells you what the films are in the set, goes into a little bit of history about each of them. I don't think I've seen East of Eden. If I have, I've only ever seen it once. Rio Bravo I watched recently. 2001, Clockwork Orange. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. See, I can say the title correctly. I'm just having a quick scan over The Exorcist. It does seem to be the theatrical. So it's a nice little glossy. That's how I found out. See, it was Blade Runner, the final cut. And a couple of Tim Burton films there. So it's a gorgeous looking set. Now, I did sort of mention special features, didn't I? So a lot of 4K discs don't tend to have special features because obviously most of the space is used up with the 4K movie. However, this set does have a whole bunch. I cheated. I didn't go through each individual disc on its own. I went online and printed some stuff out. So according to the box, there was over 50 hours worth of special features on all these sets. So a lot of these films have commentaries. Wizard of Oz, Citizen Kane has got 2 commentaries. Casablanca's got 2. Singing in the Rain, 2001, The Maltese Falcon. Blade Runner has got 3 commentaries. Ridley Scott's producer one and a crew commentary. Tim Burton's Batman has a commentary. Unforgiven, Shawshank, Matrix has got like 2 or 3. Training Day, Cool Hand Luke, Rebel Without a Cause, East of Eden, Rio Bravo, Superman the Movie. It's not the Richard Donner commentary, it's the Pierce Spengler and Ilya Salkind commentary. Clockwork Orange has one by Malcolm McDowell and Nick Redman. Willy Wonka has one with the Wonka Kids, so I bet that's quite interesting. And The Shining has one by the Steadicam inventor Garrett Brown and a biographer of Kubrick, a guy called John Baxter. There are other films in here that I know had extras in the past, such as The Goonies. I haven't gone on to those discs yet, and Goodfellas also had commentaries. So as I work my way through the box set, which will take me a while because there's 30 movies in here, I will be curious to see if there's other extras in this set. So obviously with it being a 4K set, it will only play on a 4K player. And obviously you need to have a 4K television. But most of us do have 4K TVs now, but not all of us have 4K players. I have one in the house. It's in my living room. So that's where I'll be watching all of these movies. Like I said, I did watch the 4K version of Mad Max Fury Road. Pretty impressive stuff. And I'm looking forward to watching, well, obviously all of the others, but I will be watching chosen films at various times over the coming days and weeks. Really good set. I don't know how much it cost. I don't really want to know how much it costs in a minute because it was a gift. I suspect it was quite pricey, but it is an absolute treasure, this box set. It's really well packaged, other than obviously not including It Chapter 2. So, you know, you're going to have to pick that up separately if you want to find out how the Tale of Pennywise ends. I already know, so I'm okay. But with the inclusion of the pins and the poster and the books, and it's definitely a prestige set that maybe not everybody's going to get in their collection due to what I'm sure is a hefty-ish price, but it does look amazing on a shelf. So once again, thank you to Annette for this, and don't tell me how much it costs, or maybe like, why have you spent that much money on me? But I'm glad you did, because it's a cool set. What do you guys and girls think? Would you run out and treat yourself to this? Let me know.